Hey, what's up there, YouTube? Raining out here tonight. Just want to film a real quick video. And basically, I wanted to talk about the next big thing to come down the road. Well, it might not be a big thing, but I think it could be. I think they could. We were talking the other day about possible blood sacrifices for Super Bowl Sunday. Well, there could have been things happen that are so bizarre and so sick and satanic. They might have been tied into all that with these elites. It might have been planned, like I was talking about. And then again, it could have been nothing to do with it. It could have been just random crazy ass people. But how do we know? How do you know there ain't people out there killing off people and doing all kinds of crazy shit because it's black magic or whatever the hell it is? What was I say? The Super Bowl thing, all the talk about that. There's a long list of weird shit about that. Some of it could be maybe tied into the supernatural. There was all kinds of speculation. I was putting them out there too. I thought some strange things may happen, and had a couple dreams that I couldn't explain. And I don't know whether because I was talking about it and watching other people talking about it, probably may have influenced my dreams, but still, it might have. I swear to you, it felt like I literally could see something getting ready to happen. And I've had weird shit happen before where I actually sort of predicted shit. I don't know. But anyway, I was getting ready to talk about Valentine's Day. I think it's called Lupercalia. Originally, it's a pagan holiday, Roman pagan. I think, I'm not 100% sure, that part of it has to do with fertility thing, if I'm not mistaken, and part of it's tied into something to do with she-wolf or wolf type of thing, something to do with wolves, and which is weird because it came from Rome, and Rome, supposedly, the story goes, was founded by I think there were twins that grew up in the wild, literally raised by wolves. One was Remus, and the other one was Romulus. I guess it's where they took the name Rome from. Well, that's the story. Now, whether it's real or made up, who knows? But there's something to that whole Lupercalia thing about the dogs and wolves and stuff involved with Valentine's Day. So I started hunting around, and one thing right now, not that I think it's connected, but it's a weird thing that popped up when I was going through different stuff, was from an astrological sign. Canis Major can be seen right around now. Don't know that that has anything to do, but the way the occult looks at all that crap, it may. Canis being canine, a dog. Also, I believe the center star in that is Sirius, the dog star, it's called. But anyway, let me jump off of that for a second and tell you about another dog that was at a famous event on Valentine's Day, witnessed some awful shit. It was the only survivor, I believe, one of the only survivors of Valentine's Day Massacre by Al Capone. There was a dog in the garage when guys came in, gunned these guys down. The dog was eventually put down. I read about that today. Weird. Just another weird thing. May have nothing to do with nothing. But I would watch out in Chicago. The tie-in there is if something's going to happen, if there's still a blood sacrifice going on, they just moved it because everybody was well aware that we were watching the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl might have been a distraction for what they really wanted to go after. And I don't have anything but hunches and different little things that I'm picking up from different spots. There's been a lot of weird activities lately going on. One of the things is crazy ways that people are killing people, almost like ritualistic, if you think about it. The one thing that blew my mind is less than a month or so ago, two separate cases of somebody cutting somebody else's head off, beheading somebody. That was one thing. The other thing just happened I think yesterday, around a little earlier than the football game went on, and it was actually the next state over, I believe, Utah. Lakewood Church. Trans woman walked into the church on Sunday with, I believe they said, a rifle and a long coat and a child for whatever reason, and started shooting people in there. I think she shot a couple of them. Here's the deal. The deal is that how did wait a minute. Sorry about that. Just had to grab some coffee. I got a little thirsty there. Yeah, the lady went in and started shooting up the church, and that could have been ritualistic sacrifice there. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things happening with people, like I just said, doing really crazy shit. But the thing that really freaked me out this morning was hearing about the lady that she put her baby in an oven to take a nap. She was going to go crash out and put her baby down, she said, in the oven so the kid could take a nap or something. What the fuck? You don't have a crib or something, lady? What are you talking? It blows my mind. I still can't wrap my head around that. She was trying to make it like it was like, oh, I forgot he was in there. What the fuck? What'd you put him in there in the first place for? Holy shit. That blows my mind. Anyway, so a lot of really crazy shit. Here's the deal. That goes back to human sacrifice with Baal. People who worship Baal throw babies into the fire of a giant monstrosity of a fucking statue of Baal with a hole in its stomach where they put wood in there and they burn them up. It was a sacrifice. That's been done before back in the day. And you can go hunt that down. I saw it and read it, and I know that's true, that it did happen and probably still happening. And maybe that's what that was. So there's a lot of weird shit. Anyway, I'm going to take a stab in the dark at this. So they didn't get us the Super Bowl. Everybody's thinking it was going to be some big attack, and it still might happen. They just wanted to distract you so they could sneak us, get us when we don't expect it. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark here. 9/11, when that went down, was one of the biggest buildings, I believe, was in New York. All right, the 9/11, 2 buildings, 2 twin towers. Well, I think they're going to hit Chicago, the same city that Al Capone's massacre happened. This time, it's going to be named after somebody that went after Trump. Not the same thing, but coincidentally, called Willis Tower, Sears building. They have what's called a sky tower up there, where on Valentine's Day, couples go up there and to get married again or to do something. And evidently, it's a big tradition. It's 1,300 feet above the ground. What if they try to take down that thing? That's the kind of shit these people would think up. It's pretty creepy talking and thinking about this, but I think it's almost necessary to be ahead of them if possible. And I mean, I don't have anything to base this. Again, no, this is a giant leap. Giant. This is jumping over the Grand Canyon. Possible hunch that something could do it. But I feel like something still big is coming. It might not be there. It might be somewhere else. But I don't think all that weird crap that was going on, calling the stadium over there in the Super Bowl the Death Star all of a sudden, and they had the big Al Davis Memorial Torch, which was made in Kansas City, and the guys that died of fentanyl poisoning at the party a week or so before, in their Chiefs jerseys and everything, and they died, and they were found out in the snow in front of the house. Here's the deal: when I was reading an article about it, that was in Missouri, or no, actually, I think it actually happened in New York. But there were Chiefs fans from, the Kansas City Chiefs fan, right? And for some reason, it seemed important to them to put an article about San Francisco being the capital of fentanyl. And like they're trying to tie it into that. Everything kept being tied in. And the fact that they're talking about Kansas City was where that torch came. I heard something about that. And it just, there's a lot more. I can't even remember it all. It was really, really bizarre. Now, again, it could all be coincidental, but I don't know. So now I forgot my point where I was going with this. I would just say watch for some crazy thing to happen on Valentine's Day. And I just tied it in with the most famous massacre of Valentine's Day was in the garage. I can't remember. It was a carriage garage. Way back when Capone was around in Chicago, and they came in and gunned these guys down, put them against the wall, and shot them all. And like I said, only a dog survived, and I thought that was a weird thing. And again, I'm really reaching, maybe, but sorry, but they talked about the dog and they had to put it down and everything, and being that's all connected. If you go back, do some research on Lupercalia, I think it's called. That's just weird. Geez, I'm forgetting my damn point on this. I forgot. Damn. But serious, keep your eye open. And again, it might be somewhere else. We're not done with this. I'm telling you, they're going to do something. One of the things I heard, too, is when the Antichrist does come, he's going to demand sacrifices. I think it was Reverend, what's the guy's name? Marshall Taylor, I think it is. My brother gave me a book about that guy wrote. And he was talking over and over about stuff like this. And he said that the Antichrist will need sacrifices. I think the thing is coming, and I don't know, but keep an eye out on Willis Tower, which is, I think, the Sears building in Chicago, and just the fact that it's Willis, Fannie Willis, just went after Trump. It would be kind of the thing that anything that's connected or not even connected, just weird like that's popular right now. I can see them trying to incorporate it into their little freaking predictive program insanity. Anyway, have a good one, YouTube. I'm hopping off here. I got to go into the store. I've been out here for about 7 minutes on this. Have a good one.